Can I have Jerry and Terry in the arena, please, and everybody else out?
Okay, Calvin Castine on a chilly 31-degree morning on the 17th of November, 2012. We're at the Cash Stables in, well, I guess we're in the town of Moores, and we're on Route 11, a little bit west of the VFW. Tracy, come on over here. You've got some judges here. You've got a judge and a PA announcer. Tell us what we're
Yes. Okay. We have Mike Capon, who comes from Katyville, and we have Kathy Eastman, who drives from Salem, New York. She's our secretary as well as our announcer.
All right, and who's the...
And this is Lizzie, her granddaughter.
She's a gopher?
Yes.
And we need a gatekeeper. And Tracy, you are?
I am owner, operator of this facility.
And this is a cattle sorting
Yep,
team.
ranch sorting.
All right.
Yep.
Cattle sorting mixed. I mean, a team cattle sorting, right?
Yep.
And we're going to have 31 teams out here.
40 teams for the open class.
40 teams for the open. This is the open class?
Yes.
Okay, we got 40 teams, and then after the first 40 go through, what happens then?
Well, then we bring back 50% of the teams that make it,
So that's 20.
and then we will bring back the top 10.
All right. So now you got a heifer here that they're supposed to start with.
Yep, and she's not willing to come out. Very fresh cattle. So I think they may win today.
This is their first show.
Yes, this is these cows' first show.
The heifers are going to win.
Well, so far that's what it looks like.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, it was they get a cattle number. There's numbers 1. Is it 1 or
Yes,
0? 1 through
exactly.
0. 1 through 0.
Yes.
And then they have, if they get number 1, then they start with number 1. And,
Yes.
And they have to get them out in order. If they get 0, then they start with 0 and get them out in order.
Yes. Yep, and any cows not in order, it's no
over.
time.
Game over.
Yes.
Okay, anything else I should know? Are you up?
Yes, I'm up.
Get up there. That's what I needed to know. She's up next here. So the first one here, apparently I think they had number 5, and the first one out the gate was number 4, so they got a 0 for their efforts. And assuming that there are 20 who get at least 1, then they will come back. So number 8 is, so you have one person at this point sorting and one person guarding the gate. This is ranch sorting. I talked to David Gay, the co-conspirator here, and he said they took, noticed the fenced-in area here looked a little smaller than last year, the corral or whatever you would call it, and he said that they took one link out, and they've got these heifers are using, this is their first time in here, so there's number 9.
That's time. 1 cow, 53.59 seconds.
All right, 1 cow. Taking the lead with 1 here. So what they do is they run this little herd for a little while, and then they've got, I believe, 4 or 5 herds. So then they bring in another herd of 10, and then those will be chased around and brought out. So they take care so that the heifers aren't too stressed. This is the first time these young heifers have experienced this in a competition. I'm sure they've worked with them a little bit before this. You have to keep your ears open for the PA announcer when she announces who's coming up next. I do not have a list. So I think it's number 5. I think it's number 5. I have complete confidence in this corral holding up.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. We haven't got one yet. And look out! It's team sorting, and there are actually a couple of teams out there. The rider and the horse. Number 6 has got to be next. There we go. Next up will be number 7, obviously. And there we go.
That's time. 2 cows in 50.96 seconds.
All right, 2 cows. Now the 50.96 is when the second one crossed the line, and that's important because if
Julian Tracy,
5 teams get to
Rob Buck and Mario, you're on deck. David and Mark Spalding, you're in the hole.
all right, we'll let her talk and get the upcoming ones. If there's a tie, if 5 teams get to 2, then the time on the clock will be the deciding factor about who's in what position. So it's the time and the number. The number is the first deciding factor, and then it's the time. So in this case, our leader has just 2. Not sure how long we're going to be here today. If the temperature was fluctuating between 32 and 31 degrees, it finally settled on 32 again when I parked my car. There's 8. There's 9. So there's 3. We have a new leader. And the next 0 will be right here. There comes 0.
30 seconds.
Oh. She wants number 1 out. And number 6 gets out, so 1.
Sorry, that's enough time. That's a good run going too.
So if an extra one gets out, everything's erased.
Rob Buck and Mario,
So you don't get credited with those 5. They had 5 out,
Amanda and Tracy,
but those 5 do not count. It's a no time called. So it's more than just getting your cattle out. They were doing real good, except they had an extra one sneak through there out of sequence, and because of that, they're at a no time. So we got, as we heard earlier, 40 teams coming through here in this first go round.
3, down number 3.
And number 3 is the one that the computer decides. So 3, 4, no, 3.
Go, 4 left.
3 got out. Now we got number 4, this little black one. And next up will be 5. We've seen times when they've they've miscounted and they deliberately will let out one that was out of sequence.
30 seconds.
They got 3. Here comes number 6, which will make it 4. Looking for number 7, this little red one. I've already told Dave not to expect me into December and January, February. I think he said this is the
9-0.
first of 6.
Let's go. 1.
0. And that's going to do it.
That's time.
So we got 8. The last one should not count.
That was 8 cows in 58.91 seconds.
9th cow got across, but 1.69 seconds after the time had elapsed. So good 8 is a good total.
David and Rob Spalding, you're in. Amanda and Tracy, you're on deck. Dan and Jerry, you're in the hole.
Well, this is at Cash Stables Route 11 on the edge of Moores.
4. Cow number 4.
All right, cow number 4. There we go. Number 4. Number 5 is up next. This is Team Cattle Sorting, Ranch Cattle Sorting. 5 and 6. 5, 6. Here comes 7. 8. If you're called Cash Stable, C-A-C-H-E, Cash. I would pronounce it Cache, but it's Cash Stables. And it's Moore's phone number, I'd assume, and it's time.
7 cows with 55.96 seconds.
All right, 7 cows and 55.96. So if you're into this kind of thing or like to find out more, they got a nice big barn here just on Route 11. I'm less than a mile from the VFW, or by the St. John's Road, or not too far from the Thompson Road on Route 11. East of Moores, west of Champlain.
Flags up.
And the flag is up on this next
2. Cow number 2.
starting with number 2. Starting with number 2. Whoop. So there's somebody other than number 2 gets through, the game is over. There's number 3. Not allowed to bump the heifers. Every consideration possible is given so that they don't. Man, they're doing a lot of hollering there.
7.
So that they don't overstress the young heifers. 53.41 on that one. And that'll probably do it. That's going to be 7 at 58.6. 7 at 58.6.
7 cows with 58.6 seconds.
All right, so
Julian Kentucky and Jerry Machenko, you're in. Then we'll have a herd change.
all right, one more group, then a herd change.
We're doing 8 on a herd.
8 on a herd.
I'm not questioning, I'm just asking. It's a good thing. Don't need to get hurt, man. You don't want to write the number up down.
All right, I'm not sure what 8 on a herd means, but
Flags up.
doesn't look like there's 10 out there, does it? Well, obviously you have to be.
9.
There's some hidden behind. Number 9. Whoop, I don't know if 9 has spent much time outside that first corral here, the pen. Next will be 0. Nope, 7. Look
5.
out, everybody's leaving. Everybody wants to get out. Everybody wants to get out. All right, we're going to have a herd change and come right back. So don't leave us, please.
And then we have George and Amanda
Okay, we
and
got
Rob, Bus, and James.
Dan and Amanda will be the first ones in this new herd. Brand new herd coming out here. They have no idea what to expect. And we are set. This is
Flags up.
flag is up, and here we go. Cow number 2. Start with number 2. Of course, the heifers don't know what number they're wearing, so if you'd tell them, then they would know, hey, I'm number 2, or 3. Whoop. Number 4 didn't want to go. There we go.
Watch your 6, Dan.
Find number 5. Number 5 and 6 are kind of joined at the hip. There's number 5.
Sorry, 30 seconds.
There comes number 6. Looking for number 7. 7 is back in the pack. 51 seconds and counting. 7 and 8. Whoa, just a... Whoa, that's what the judge is for.
That's
it.
56.08.
All right, good job there, and the judges up there and making sure that number 7 beat number 8 out, and it was just a head difference. If it had been a horse race, it would have been a photo finish.
George and Amanda, you're in.
Oh, George and Amanda. So sometimes it's all draw. You pay and register for so many events, and then they draw. And sometimes you're drawn and you get a couple in a row. And that's the case here.
1. Gal number 1.
As Amanda's back again. Looking for number 1. Number 1. She hasn't been out yet, so she doesn't know what's going on. There we go.
Black one.
There's 2. 2 has been separated. Now we're looking for 3. 3, 4 is in the way here. 4 wants, I want to get out of here. Look out, 5. 5 wanted to get out. 3. That was a case of the heifer hitting the horse, not vice versa. If you bump the cow, in this case heifer, but if you bump the heifer with your horse, that's not allowed.
7.
But not much you can do if the heifer decides to kick your horse.
8
Time.
6 hours and 57.95 seconds.
Now you got 6 and 57.95, and 0 standing here saying, "Hey, what did I miss?
You're in.
What did I miss?"
You're on deck. Rob, you're in the
I got a feeling that these aren't all necessarily heifers. I think might be a steer or 2 in there. Couldn't say for sure without further investigation. So I'm just going to speculate on that. Okay, our next group is ready to go.
Flags up.
Flag is up. And number 8 is chosen. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I thought I know that myself.
That was a stampede. Stampede.
David and Dan, you're in.
Where's Gil Fever when you need him, huh?
Rob Spalding, you're on deck. Tracy and George are in.
Again, keep track of what the announcer is saying, because I do not have a list of the participants, and particularly the order that they're in. So it is,
Flags up.
it's just pay attention to the PA and then you'll know who's coming.
6. Gal number 6.
Number 6 will start this group. The clock is ticking.
Hey!
6 got it. Dave Gage, guarding the corral here. You gotta watch number 4.
Scoop it, scoop it. Scoop it. Go, 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 go.
7, 8, 9. Whoa! Little luck. Little, little luck on that one. 43 seconds.
Go, 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 easy. Okay.
Looking at 0.
Hey, 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 hey.
0 is not going to be good out. That'll do it. That'll do it.
That's time. 4 cows in 33.27 seconds. Got 3 of them all at once.
They had a 3-fer there. 3-point shot.
Stay on yours. Just
Okay, so
stuck in the front of it. Probably.
Rob and Rob, you're in. Jordan Tracy, you're on deck.
Rob and Rob is up.
And Deb and Dan, you're in the hole.
All right.
What is this triple deal here
I
now?
don't know. They went 1, 2, 3.
I know, I don't get one too.
The cattle still trying to figure out what's happening here. So what is wrong with these humans?
3. Now number 3.
Started number 3. So far all they've done with us is feed us and make sure we got something to drink. Now they want to chase us around. They had one sneak out. We had one sneak by Mr. Butts, number 2. Jumped the gun. So that's a no-show.
That's the one that got me with Jamie on.
George and Tracy, you're in. Deb and Dan, you're on deck. Robin Balding and Jarrett.
George and Tracy are up next. And looks like they'll be wandering up here in just a moment. They're set. Number 4 will be the first one. Tracy's going after number 4. Yep. 5 and 6. Number 9 was trying to sneak in there. Look out. Look out. Look out there. 5 is well sheltered. And number 9's going to make it. Number 9 decided it was time to get out. And so that's a 0 on the scoreboard.
Deb and Dan, you're in.
Deb and Dan.
Jarrett, you're on deck. Then we'll have a herd change.
All right, 2 more, then we'll have a changing of the herd. I'm sure Tracy and David and maybe even Amanda are studying what's happening here and which cattle are more receptive to being sorted and which ones will stay for future. This is the first of 6 events held on a monthly basis here to take folks through the winter. And when I first got the email from Amanda mentioning this, or Facebook message or something, I don't know what it was, something that came electronically. Number 5. Number 5 doesn't want to leave. Having too much fun in here. I don't want to leave without my friends. When I first got the notice, I looked at the 7-day forecast and it said 45 degrees on Saturday the 17th. I said, well, it's going to be a little chilly, but I guess I can do this. When the granddaughter of my late cousin Butterball Letourneau asked, the least I can do is say yes. Dick Letourneau only won on that time through. Dick Letourneau never said no to anything I ever asked of him. So about 45 degrees, I can handle that. But as the week progressed and that Saturday got moved up the ranks on the 7-day forecast, the temperature kept dropping. As close as yesterday, they were saying 38. And when I arrived here at 10 o'clock, it was just barely 32. So
7, now number 7.
no sunshine in this barn, so it's a little chilly in here. Number 7 we'll start with. So I do not think I'll be back for the December, January shows. But who knows if we get a sudden spike in temperature. But December is kind of out of the question anyway, because every weekend in December, Hometown Cable is somewhere. January is a possibility if we get a little mild spell, January thaw type of event. So you might see us in a couple of months. It might be. What is he's hollering time here?
You got 3 seconds, Gary.
Next time, 44.18 seconds on 4 cows.
Judge goofed up that time.
No, not on these cows. We just lost our...
All right, they're going to switch herds.
Herd change.
We have a group of 10 new volunteers who are saying, what are we doing here? What have we got ourselves into? I like to count them when they come in because I think it was the October show I did last year. They had a couple of young guys bringing in the herds, and they left one outside, so the first ones that came to, I think they did a couple before they got to a point where they missing one. And found out that they only had 9 and not 10. All right, they do 8 sorts per herd, then they switch herds. So we've got 16 done so far out of the 40. Number 7, I believe, is called. As you can see, it's men and women involved in this. So look out, look out. You got to be careful there, then they're bunched up.
30 seconds.
Safety to the heifers is the important thing. The first time through here, I guess, is the toughest one with the time you get a new herd out there. There's number 7. The first time through is the toughest. 8 would have, could have, but 6 is going to move. Good job of cutting 6 off. And that's going to do it. Nope. Nope.
That's time. 2 cows at 53.11 seconds.
The last one did not count. Nope. No. It got through, but not in time. The horn didn't come with their new clock here, and if you come back in December or January or whatever, December obviously, they'll have the horn. But for today's purposes, they have
George and Terry, you're on deck.
no horn.
David and Tracy, you're in the hole.
So the first round here is 40 teams.
6, now number 6.
Number 6 is called. So I think what I'm going to post here, we're just going to post the first round, or show the first round when we put it on cable, post it when we put it on internet. We'll just do the first 40, then have the subsequent look out. 3's going to do it. 3 did it.
That was my fault. Pushed him at you, yeah.
3 did it, so 3 snuck through. So I want to see what's on the other side. Whoop, what are you doing here?
George and Terry, you're in.
What the heck?
David and Tracy.
Heifer was trying to get out, and one of the fellows was trying to stop her from getting out there.
In the hole.
So we'll just do the first 40, then the subsequent rounds, which is probably going to be 20, 10, 5, I don't know.
Lights up.
Not sure how many
0.
subsequent rounds they're going to have. They'll be on another day on cable or another posting on the internet. I think we're looking for 0. Zero. There goes 0. There's number 1. What's she doing? She cut off number 1 instead.
30 seconds.
That's going to do it. They're not going to get another. Oh, they got another 40. They got only had 40 seconds. They can still do it, but it's going to be a slow sorting right here. So looking for number 1. They'll get a second one. Now look, number 2, who's a little red one right there. It's heading out.
8. 9.
Time's up.
2,000.
Well, they got 2.
55 seconds.
They had an early shot at getting number 1 out, but for some reason
David and Tracy, you're in.
the exit was blocked.
You're on deck. Tracy and Kelly, you're in the hole.
So when we get done this herd, we'll have 24 gone. And then we'll have 2 more herd changes, and we'll end up getting the 40 in.
Lights up.
David is among the participants here. David
8.
and Tracy. Well, this ought to be a 10 for sure here. Number 8.
9.
Number 8 is out. Looking for number 9. There's number 9. Number 9's busy going to the bathroom. White-faced. White face is out. Number 0. 0's kind of blocked in the back there. There we go. There's 0.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. There's 1. Yep, 1 got through. 2 is this red one right there. We're at 40 seconds.
Hey, hey. Knock it off, Mary. Hey!
Whoop.
I'll just go get that.
At 54 seconds. That's going to just about do it. Number 2 is there.
4,035.19 seconds.
They got 4 and 35.19. Couldn't get the number 2. Couldn't get number 2 out the gate.
Jerry and Amanda, you're in. Tracy and Kelly, you're on deck.
This is
David and Amanda, you're in the hole.
a series. I think David told us off camera that's going to be a belt or something. That's going to be one at the end of this 6 match series. So this is the first, and then
Lights up.
a good turnout today.
9.
A lot of people turning out. I would imagine for their purposes, this cool weather is Amanda chasing out number 9 is better than when it's hot out. Number 3 snuck through. So that's it. That's the end of that little episode.
Tracy and Kelly,
But when
David
it's
and Amanda, you're on deck.
85 degrees out and humid, they probably don't do much of this, although you think of the old West, you think of a lot of hot days in Texas. But for our own purposes here, I would guess that doing it in the cool weather is a better time for them than if this was a hot, sticky day. So our next team is up, and
Lights up.
the flag is up.
3. Count number 3.
Number 3 is drawn. And number 3 is hidden in the back, right along the... there we go. There's number 3. Number 3 is exited. Looking for 4. Looking for 4. Now we're looking for number 5. 5 and number 6. We're at 36 seconds.
Hey,
50 seconds. 7. Yeah, they're not going to get number 8. Number 8's hidden back there.
5 cows, 53.75.
All right, 5 and 53.75. And these heifers just stand there saying,
David and Amanda, you're in. David
what
and
have we
Marty,
gotten ourselves into? Alright, who we got now? Is it David and Amanda? A little father-daughter team here.
Flags up.
Flag is up.
4. Down number 4.
Now number 4. There we go. Looking for number 5 over on the right-hand side.
6 seconds, go.
Number 6 is this red one back here. There goes number 6. 7. 7 is black one over on the left side here. 7, look out for 1. Good job of guarding the gate.
Easy.
9, Dad, go 9.
All right. 36 seconds. So we got. Whoa, oh, she did everything she could outside of. Outside of hopping on it.
You're in, then we'll have herd change. First team in after the herd change will be Julie and Maverick.
Little bulldog in there. She need to jump off and tie it up. Oh, some good runs end up being for naught when the extra one sneaks through. Okay, here we go. Flags up, and we're looking for
1.
heifer number 1. Cow number 1. Number 1, please step forward. There we go. 1, but 4 wants to come as a package deal. There goes 1. Now we're looking for 2. 2 is this little red one. Yep. Now we're looking for 3. 3. Here comes number 3. 4.
30 seconds.
4 after 30 seconds. 31.85. Looking for 5. 5 is the furthest one in that corner.
Hey!
Here comes number 5. Looking for 6. This red one here is number 6.
Hey!
7 being chased out. That'll do it.
9.
That'll do it.
That's 7 cows in 58.48 seconds.
All right, 7 cows, 58.48. And
Change.
we're going to change the herd and come right back.
3. Down number 3.
Trois. Cow number 3. The French is spoken by these folks. That's a youngster out here. That's a youngster with that red cap on, the red hood toque. I would say these folks are from Quebec. Number 3.
Hey,
30 seconds.
Oh, well, one sneaks through.
Sorry.
I hope that kid isn't swearing because I can't tell the difference. Well, we've got 25 done now of our hour 40. And the fellow thinks that
And next is
one heifer has a blind eye.
Mario and Julie,
That happens.
and then Jerry and Terry.
And if it has a blind eye, then they can't see in certain directions because unlike humans, cattle's eyes are basically on the side of their head and leaves them a whole blind side.
Flags up. 2. Count number 2.
Okay, number 2 in this herd. Number 2, number 5. Look. Look out, easy there, easy.
30 seconds.
Oh, who's going to stop number 2? 3.
Oh, sorry, that's right.
Look out. Look out. Number 3. Number 3 has 52 seconds. And number 4, and 1 sneaks through. So it's a no-go.
Sorry, that's enough time.
That's a no-go. So they had an extra one sneak in. Ranch sorting, team ranch sorting, cattle sorting at the Cache Stables in Moores, Route 11. Just
Flags up.
a little bit west of the VFW,
Count number 1.
east of Moores, west of Champlain. Looking for number 1. And they got number 1. Now looking for number 2. So the participants are from, I know, from Vermont and Quebec and Upper New York.
30 seconds.
Not sure if we have any New Hampshire or Massachusetts folks or Ontario folks. Number 3, getting a good job of keeping number 9 in the pen. We're at 45 seconds. And we got to sneak one. Sneak through. Not much they can do. It's a very tight quarters in there.
Jerry and Terry, you're in. Mario and Maverick, you're on deck. Rob Buck
Jared
and Terry Peters, you're in the hole.
Terry are next. As we said at the start, those of you who may have seen our cattle sorting here last year, ranch sorting here last year at the Cache Stables, the pen is a little bit smaller this year. David felt the different herds that he was bringing in here were a little smaller in size, and he thought that there'd be a little more challenge to the sorters with the tighter quarters on a smaller herd. There's number 0. You haven't got to holler back. You could say donkey, and heifer wouldn't know the difference. All I know is you're hollering. Looking for number 2, I believe. 52 seconds. Oop, 2 didn't want to go. Number 2, they're going to let 6 out. 6 snuck through.
Sorry, that's a more time.
6 snuck through just under the clock. 58.32. And the number 6 snuck ahead of number 2. Didn't matter if 6 was ahead or behind 2. So still nothing.
Butts and Julie in the hole.
All right. I don't see many, if any, outsiders, so to speak, here. So it's apparently not the type of thing that draws an audience outside of the participants and their immediate families. Number 9. Noof to this youngster. This 0 actually, not 0. 20.95 is number 1.
Seconds.
At 40 seconds now. Looking for number 1. Number 1 has a friend named number 7. Oh! 56 seconds, so that's going to be it.
2 cows, 20.95 seconds.
20.95.
His tooth is right over there at 3 o'clock.
Somebody lost their toque.
His hat is in here.
We have a toque over there somewhere.
3 o'clock, about 5, 6 foot.
All right, next group,
6.
next team. Number 6. Number 6. Here's number 6. But we got lots of volunteers. Now 7 is back there, the black one. 2, 3. Here's 7, but 7 has number 1 as a companion.
I got 2 cows in here.
30 seconds.
All right, bring it. Got 2. Hey, get there.
This competition starts because, particularly in the old days,
Got a little opening.
you needed cattle sorted, and if somebody wanted a particular animal out of the herd, you'd have to sort it.
Don't bring it.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
5.
That's time. 2 cows, 24.25 seconds.
Teammates are having a friendly discussion over there.
And Devin Jarrett.
This is where they head here. A little hard to pick up with the bright sunshine, but this is where they head to another pen over this side after they get sorted. Alright, we're ready for the next team. Mr. Butts is still in.
We already got the 6.
Lights up.
And I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5.
Bring it to your left.
There's number 5. There's number 5. Looking for number 6. 6 is the black one back here. And we got number 8 trying to get through. 8 is along that fence. Here comes number 7. And now 8 is over here.
Red 9.
8 is,
30 seconds.
we got 4 so far. Number 9.
0.
There's 6. That's 0. Look for 1. 45 seconds. There's number 1. 51 seconds. 52, 53, and 54. We're going to have a full pole.
Yeah, that's all 10 in 57.44 seconds.
57.44. We have a winner here, but that winner doesn't mean anything yet. They gotta
Deb and Jarrett, you're in. Then
just pushes them into the next round.
Deb and Jarrett are in. Then we'll have
Okay, one more, then we have the herd change.
Bus and Amanda.
So we're gonna be finishing up team number 32 with 8 to go. And that'll conclude this portion of this ranch sorting, team cattle sorting here at Cash Stables. Looking for number 7 to start. Looking for number 7. There's number 7. 4 wanted to get out, but looking for number 8. 8 is a black one right here in front. There goes number 8. Number 9 is off there with the white face on the right. Oh, had a chance to
30 seconds.
pull her out to the right. There goes number 9. Looking at 0. 0 is the last one in the back here, the black along the fence, but 1 is there. 1 was on the inside, so 54 seconds. There's 0. There comes number 1, not going to make it.
That's time, 4,056.55 seconds.
All right, they're going to switch herds and come right back, and we'll have 8 more to round out this round.
Herd change. And it's Rob Bunce and Amanda. Then we'll have Jamie and George and Dan and Rob Spalding.
Okay. Rob Butts and Amanda will be the first ones of this new herd that's out here. This will be the last 8 that we do as part of this portion of our program. When next you see us, we'll have 20, then 10. So after this opening round is done, the top 20 teams will advance to the next round. And then from those top 20, the top 10 will advance. And they will compete, and it's accumulation. So what they're doing here in this first round will be added to what they do in the second round and in the third round. 0 is the number called to start this group. 0 is over there. Oop. Everybody wants to leave.
They're not coming through that hole. Talk to them. They've never been through that hole. They don't even know what it is.
There's 0. 0 is 1.
Move up to 1.
Oh,
Man, you gotta get out.
Hurry. You better hurry.
uh-oh. 2 gets out.
Sorry, that's a no time.
Number 2.
Well, the cattle didn't know what they were supposed to do here. Nobody told them what's expected of them here. So that's a 0. This team will not be advancing to the next round. I can guarantee you that. So again,
You're in the hole.
this is the 33rd group team that went through. So we got 7 more, and then they'll complete this first round. And then at another place on the internet or another
Jamie, you're in.
another day on Hometown Cable, you'll get to see the next round. Whether or not I stay beyond there, I know there's a novice coming up supposedly at noon. We're at 11:30 right now, so that ain't happening at noon. I got here for a 10 o'clock start. They started around 10:30, so we're waiting the next one here. Somebody's been outside having a hamburger. Well, we are set now. Number six. Number six. There's number 6, but number 9's in front of it. The brown one in front. There's number 6. Look out. 7, 2, and 6 is the black one. 6 does not want to get out. 6 says, I have no idea what you want me to do. That is number 6 at 33 seconds. Whoop, whoop, number 2 is going to sneak through, and that's going to do it. That's
Dan and Rob Spalding, you're in.
number 2 again.
David and Kelly, you're on deck.
Best thing to do is draw number 2 to start with, and then you get a shot
In the hole.
at getting through here. Number 2 wants out of that pen as quickly as possible. Next group, a little slow here. These folks are getting slow here as we're progressing. There's a whole line of folks lined up along the far barn with the round bales there, and some of the cows have been, the horses have been grazing on the round bales. All right, number 5 will start this one. Number 5. Number 5 is behind number 1. Number 5 is behind number 1. There we go. A little white tough there, a little tough. Oh, somebody snuck through. 2! Number 2 snuck through again. The secret is to draw number 2. Number 2.
David and Kelly, you're in. Tracy and Jerry, Michelle, you're on deck.
Maybe they'll have
David and Jerry, you're in the hole.
a barbecue in the December show, and feature number 2 is the meal. So they got another group here, and somebody else not
David, you're in.
paying attention here. David Gay over there. I think he's at work at A&A here. He's goofing off.
Flags up.
Here we go.
Down number 3.
Number 3. Oh, number. That's the one you don't want to get. Because number 2 will be trying to get out all the time. Yeah, number 2 can't get out till the very end. 3. There's 2. There's 2. 2 says, I want to get out of here.
Keep going.
There's 3. Look out. At 27 seconds. 3's right there. Oh, the red one here. 3's the red one. Nope. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop. 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
Go. Never mind.
55 seconds. They're not going to get anything. They'll get 1. Excuse me, 59.62.
That's time, 1 time, 59.62 seconds.
59.62. 3/10 of a second. 3/10 of a second. They got 1. Don't know if that will make the top 20 or not.
David and Terry,
Had a lot of zeros, so
and Ashley, you're in the hole.
I don't know. All right, the next group will be coming up. Let's see, I think that's the 3rd or 4th of this last set. And we're waiting. Okay, we're gonna check and see what number they got. Number 8. Number 8. Nobody's come up with number 2 first here.
They won't become cutting next year.
There we go. Here's number 8. There's number 9, this light brown one here. Nope, 9 doesn't want to leave. 9 says, I don't know what happens out there and I don't want to find out. 2 says, I'm willing to go. 2 is always willing to go. Number 9, the brown one. There's that little brown one.
30 seconds.
3 turns number 9. 45 seconds. There's number 9.
Get out of the hole, Terry. Get out of the hole. Hey!
There goes number 9. All right. 0.
Hey!
0. Oh, 0.
Time, that time, 2 cows, 53.78 seconds.
0 saw an invisible fence there and just stopped. He said, I ain't going through there. So they got 2.
David and Terry Peters, you're in. Julie and Ashley, you're on deck. Mario and Maverick, you're in the hole.
All right, 3 more. At least 3 more groups to come out here. All right.
Has everybody got all their teams signed up for the fun round? This will be the end of the first go. We have 3 teams left.
All right, 3 teams left, and then we're going to wrap up this portion.
Flags up.
The flag is up.
4. Count number 4.
Number 4.
Black one. Right on the very back. Hey.
Number 4.
Hey.
Number 4. The black one here, but number 2 is there. Number 4 does not want to leave. Number 4 doesn't want to leave. Number 2 doesn't want to stay. What are you going to do? Number 2 claims another victim. Number 2 claims another victim. They got 8 chances here out of 10. Sooner or later, one of these teams has got to get number 2. Number 2.
Julie and Ashley, you're in. Mario and Maverick, you're on deck. That'll finish out the first round of the first go of the Open.
All right, we got 2 more teams here, then we'll be wrapping up.
Flags up.
There's the flag up.
7. Count number 7.
Number 7, still don't have number 2. Even if you got number 0 or 1, you'd have a shot at it, but so many chances for number 2 to get out. Here's number 7. There's number 8 over there, the white face. Oh, 8 does not like to leave. 8 is very happy in here. 8 is very happy in here. There goes number 8. Number 9 is the brown one. Number 9 is out. 0. 0 is the red one here on the left. 0 does not want to leave. 0 says, I'm going to stay with the herd. I'm a herd kind of gal. 52 seconds. 56 seconds. 59, I don't know, not going to do it.
That's 3 cows in 35.37 seconds.
All right, 3 and 35.37. Again, that time is important. They're tied with somebody else who has 3. After this next one, we'll conclude our coverage.
That'll complete the first go of the Open.
And they will,
Then we'll bring back the top 20.
the top 20 will come back. They'll compete. Half of those will continue to the finals, and it'll be accumulated. So what they do here in the first round counts just as much as what they do in the last round. But of course it counts even more because what they're doing here in the first round is allowing them to advance.
Number 9.
Number 9. He's looking for 0. Number 9. So nobody let off with number 2 out of this group. With the youngster guarding the gate this time. Number 0 got a whole bunch here trying to get out.
30 seconds.
Oh, 0 does not like to leave. Oh, 0 does not like to leave. 40 seconds. 0 but 4 is right there. Good job guarding the gate. Boom. Look out. There goes 0. Now we need number 1, 55 seconds. I'm not going to do any more. But I might as well stay there and wait.
9.
That's time. 2 cows, 53.21 seconds.
All right. So that'll conclude the first round here. And they'll narrow it down to 20 and be back. In the meantime, thanks for watching and supporting Hometown Cable. If you would like to see the next round, tune in at another time on cable and check out another site, another video here on HometownCableNetwork.com. We'll be having that one posted almost at the same time as we post this first one. Thanks for watching. For those of you who understand that this is viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. The only compensation we get is when one of you steps up and says, hey, keep doing what you're doing and keep promoting and showing what's happening up in and around our North Country region. Thanks for watching.